The known world still trembles in the shadow of one man, Alexander the Great. When he dies suddenly in Babylon in 323 BCE, his vast empire fragments between his generals, the Diadochi. Among them, Seleucus claims the lands of Western Asia, inheriting Syria, Mesopotamia, and the ancient land of Israel. His dynasty, the Seleucid Empire, emerges as a powerful Hellenistic force, devoted to the culture and ideals of Greece, but carried on the edge of the sword. For decades, Judea is caught in the crossfire between two titans, the Ptolemies of Egypt to the south, and the Seleucids to the north. Eventually, King Antiochus IV Epiphanes imposes Seleucid control over Jerusalem. Antiochus is not merely a ruler, he is a man possessed by a vision. To him, Hellenization is not just a political strategy, but a sacred mission, one law, one culture, one way of life. In 168 BCE, his obsession reaches a terrifying climax. He plunders the temple in Jerusalem, the spiritual heart of the Jewish people, and desecrates it in the name of Zeus Olympios. The Torah is outlawed. Circumcision is banned. Sabbath observance becomes a crime. Those who resist are tortured, executed, made examples of. A culture is not merely threatened, it is condemned. The land weeps. Families fracture. Communities crumble. In towns and cities, the fires of forced assimilation burn hot. But in the quiet village of Modi'in, nestled among rocky hills, a single flame of defiance is lit. Mattathias, an aged priest of noble lineage, watches as a Seleucid officer arrives with soldiers and a pagan idol. The villagers are commanded to perform sacrifice to the Greek gods. One elder steps forward in fear, ready to obey. But then, Mattathias cries out, "Not here. Not by my hand. Not in defiance of our God." He draws his blade. In an instant, the officer is slain, and the altar overturned. His sons follow, swords flashing, torches igniting. The resistance is born. That moment, on the 15th of Kislev, is no mere act of vengeance. It is a declaration of war. Families rally, secret stockpiles of weapons are uncovered, and the hills of Judea echo with whispered vows, for the God of our fathers. For the freedom of our people. The rebellion has begun. Guerrilla fire after Mattathias is killed in an ambush, leadership falls to his son, Judah, called the Maccabee, the Hammer. He is tall, strong, with the eyes of a predator and the voice of a prophet. There is no time for mourning. The fight must continue. With his brothers beside him, Judah trains a new army in secret, farmers, shepherds, carpenters, transformed into warriors beneath moonlit trees. The Seleucids send patrols to crush them, but Judah fights with the cunning of a lion. Judah knows a conventional war will mean annihilation. So he changes the rules. At night, the rebels burn supply depots, ambush convoys, sabotage bridges. They melt into the forests, reappear behind enemy lines. In one daring raid, they cut off the Seleucid communication lines, leaving entire divisions wandering in confusion. The phalanx, the pride of Hellenistic warfare, is useless in the jagged hills. Where it marches forward, the Maccabees strike from behind. Fear becomes their ally. Panic spreads through Seleucid camps. Veterans whisper of ghosts in the hills. Judah's tactics, born of desperation and faith, turn peasants into phantoms. It is December, 165 BCE. The Seleucids gather their might near the town of Emmaus, infantry columns, armored cavalry, war elephants, archers from the east. It is a force meant to erase a rebellion from the map. Judah surveys the field. He knows they are outnumbered. But numbers mean nothing to those who fight for more than conquest. From the surrounding hills, the Maccabees descend like thunder. Arrows strike from unseen cliffs. Judah's men tear through the supply wagons, setting them ablaze. In the smoke and chaos, the Seleucid phalanx cannot form. Judah leads the charge personally, cloak soaked in blood, blade raised high. The Seleucid command collapses. Horses panic. Drums fall silent. Warriors flee. When the sun sets, the valley is littered with broken armor and shattered banners. Emmaus is won, not by might, but by will. Judah leads his forces toward the sacred city. Jerusalem stands weary and scarred. The Seleucid garrison within, weakened and demoralized, is overwhelmed by waves of rebels. Street by street, alley by alley, the Maccabees reclaim their home. Smoke rises from rooftops. Cries echo through the city. But above all, the rebels press toward the Temple Mount. They ascend its steps with reverence and rage. Inside, the sanctuary lies defiled, idols and the Holy of Holies, pig's blood on the altar, the menorah torn down. Silence falls as they survey the ruins. Then begins the work of renewal. Judah and his brothers purify the altar, cleanse the inner courts, and rekindle the sacred flame. New oil is found, just enough for one day. But the lamp burns for 8. Thus is born Hanukkah, not just a celebration of light, but a testament to resistance. A memory forged in fire and faith. A cry across the centuries, that even the smallest among us, when guided by purpose and united in spirit, can defy the empires of the world. The Maccabees did not merely win battles, they restored the soul of a people. And in every flickering candle, their legacy still shines.